What's going on, guys? Welcome to probably the last of update videos for the little mini series leading up to Little Sahara. So as we get closer to Little Sahara, for everybody that's following the series, you know what's going on. If you're new, we have a 250R that I just got done rebuilding and everything, and it had a meltdown, honed the cylinder. It was running pretty well, and it just didn't have the compression that I liked. So I decided to send the cylinder out, get it rebored, and I woke up to a great text this morning from none other than Justin Sturgill himself. Not sure everybody would want to wake up to a text from Justin Sturgill first thing in the morning.
Panther piss?
I'm just busting your balls though, man. Yeah, so this is the text that I got. It was a picture of a sleeve, and it was an awesome text to get. And he said, listen, driver, if you guys follow Justin, you know he calls everybody driver. He said, listen, driver, we're putting a new sleeve in this cylinder. And he and his guy talked about it, and he has a pretty good reasoning behind doing this. Because that sleeve got so hot the first time that it melted down, it's possible that that's the actual molecular properties of that steel has changed. It's possible. So he and his guy were like, you know what, it would be safer to just put a new sleeve in here. And Justin went and ordered the sleeve, and it showed up at his house today, which is awesome. And it was pretty inexpensive. It was 130 bucks. So it's kind of like, if you guys look at like the Harbor Freight magazines, they have good, better, and best, depending on what brand you get. Good was like honing the cylinder, better was boring it out, and best would be throwing a sleeve in there. So I'm actually really happy that he went out and bought that. So thank you, Justin, I appreciate that. And it's gonna add a new element of suspense as well, because his guy, all the parts are at Justin's, which is cool. We got the piston and everything. It will be a 72mm bore again, which is also cool because now we'll know what kind of power it had right from ESR. But we're gonna be, his guy's gonna be pressing that in on Monday. So we're gonna be like getting down to the wire. And what I'm gonna have to do is port match the sleeve to the cylinder, which I'm fully confident I can do. Justin actually has professional porting tools that he bought just for this job, man. He is a super generous guy. So I will be going out to Justin's on Monday, and if his guy is finished early in the afternoon, I'll probably have that, I'll do the porting Monday night, and then we'll put the cylinder on Tuesday, or we'll do it Tuesday. I'll see if maybe, because I will be at Justin's place, maybe we'll go live or something, and we can, have a fun video for you guys while I'm actually porting the thing up. But yeah, so that is the most current update. I can't really give you, oh, and the other thing is, he was telling me the cylinder is so tight, the new sleeve, the 72mm piston doesn't even fit in there. So it's good, the sleeve will be pressed in, and then it will be bored perfectly to that piston, which is awesome. That's what I wanted to hear. So I'm really excited about that. So as far as the 250R goes, that's pretty much all I have to update for you. The only thing left to do is just pack up the 250R and everything and go out to Justin's. Now, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I did get the O-board tires put on. We went over to Mechanical Hulks last night, and Matt and I put those tires on. I also put them on the top quad. I can't show you that, but they look so badass. I wish I could show you. I'm so excited to reveal that quad and to do the top quad series with you guys. I seriously can't express how excited I am. It's just coming together really, really nicely. Another update on that, as I was putting the motor together, I did find an electrical component that was missing. That's just kind of what happens with basket cases. There's some stuff here and there. So that kind of halted that, but everything's on track with that for the most part. So I had to order that, changed up the sprockets on it. Nothing really too exciting happening with that. So I got to finish up a wedding video that I'm editing, and that's pretty much it, man. So let me show you what these tires look like on the 250R. There they are, man. I think they look sweet. Won't really get a full idea of what they look like until, the fenders and everything are on there, but I really like them. They're such a small profile. They really make the quad look tiny. I think personally, my preference is the look of 20s. I mean, just look how small. I guess you have to kind of be here or like see a person on it to get a perspective of how small it is, but this really is a small quad. And you got to remember, we got +4 axle and +3 A-arms, and it's still a very small footprint. It's pretty cool. But I do like the O-board tires. They are, I believe they're non-directional. Looks like they could go either way in the front and in the back. But I really like them. I'm excited to run them. I feel like they're a cross between Whole Shots and Maxxis Razors. Now, I've run Maxxis Razors before, and I always loved them. So I have a feeling that these are going to slide in the corners really nicely. Okay, guys, so really short video for today. That's pretty much all I've got for you. Nothing too exciting. So I will see you guys, like I said, probably Monday. I mean, shit, maybe I'll make a video this weekend too, but it's gonna be kind of crunch time because I have to go to a wedding, and then I wanna get everything, make sure that we're ready to rock and roll for when I leave to go out to Cleveland, and then to Little Sahara. So I want to make sure I have all my stuff together. So I think I'm going to go cut my hair. I will see you guys in the next one. If I don't see you this weekend, I love all you guys. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you've been enjoying this series, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.